Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Rogue Nation. Yes, we are here. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Um, this really gonna be a fast one. Okay. This these morning streams were always meant to be 15, 20 minutes. We've been going over in just about every single one, but this time for today, we gotta be on time. Okay. Gotta be on time. Boys gotta do a lot of commuting today. So we want to get started on this. Uh good morning, Go Man. Thanks for coming through. Good morning, Coach.
Good
Salute
morning.
to you. Good morning. Oh, now where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. There it is. Who else you got? Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Go Man. Go Man says he's watching tape. He's watching tape. All right, Andrew. Good morning.
Good morning.
Melanated One. Good morning. Tracy is here. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning. Yolanda is here. Good morning, Yolanda. Garrison, salute. Good morning. Good morning. All right. All right. We're gonna get started. Let's get going here. All right. First thing,
Kazoo.
the odds for the Ravens. Cousin Davon, good morning. Good morning. The Ravens are 3-point favorites over the Patriots per DraftKings. Lamar Jackson is 15-4 straight up when favored by 3 points or less in his career. What are your thoughts on this? Is this a good sign that we're the favorites?
Yeah, of course. It was a stat that I saw on the broadcast Sunday that Lamar Jackson in weeks 15 and later is undefeated in his career. He's like 16-0 or something like that. What's up, Bonnie? So yeah,
What's up, Zeke?
when it matters the most, Lamar Jackson plays his best. So good sign, great sign.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody that's joined.
Spoke Zeke. And Mom.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how they're gonna look at it. I know we're playing at. Are we playing at home? This one's at home.
Yeah, this was at home.
Typically, the home team gets a 3-point favorite, right? That's typical. But we were 6-point favorites against the Bengals on the road. And as good as well as the Patriots have been playing, and as bad as the Ravens were playing, I wasn't sure how odds makers were gonna look at this game. They might have looked at it and said, yeah, that was a nice little win that the Ravens did, but they still ain't nothing,
Thanks.
make them the favorites. But 3-point favorite, and and like you said, this Lamar's record playing late in the season, that speaks to him and how he gets the team prepared for these games. Not Harbaugh, but Lamar himself, right? It's a mentality that him and his teammates have, like, hey, we know what we can do. We know who we are. We know who we are in comparison to the rest of the league, and let's go out there and show them, what we're about. So that's good. A Light. Good morning. Total Spoke. Salute. Good morning. Grails. Good morning. MDT Sports. Good morning. Dale says, I was watching the highlights from our night game when Tom was there in 2019. Lamar was electric. Facts. We haven't played well on primetime games this year.
Right.
But typically, primetime is where we shine. But hopefully, primetime late in the season is where it's at. I saw a lot of good things in that last game. So I'm hopeful.
Especially that attitude. I think more importantly than anything else, it's the attitude. You can see guys are locked in. They're actually excited about playing. And we need to bring back play like a Raven because we haven't seen that in a very long time.
Yeah, like I just want to see, especially on the defense, I want to see them say, hey, look, if we're gonna be out the playoffs, we're gonna crash out along the way.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's if we're gonna go out, we're gonna crash out. That needs to be the mantra. If we gonna go out, we're gonna crash out. Facts. All right. Like that's how they have to play. Play like, man, we getting after it when we go out there. Offense. The two guards, just one snap at a time for those two guards. One snap at a time. All right.
Thanks. I'm just waiting for them to show up like they say they wanted to, like all before the season. Kyle Hamilton, especially Roquan Smith, saying that they wanted to be the old feared Ravens. They want teams to actually have fear in their hearts when they play us. Well, you got to make them fear you. You can't come out there being soft, missing tackles, especially when the weather gets cold and it's hard to make them plays because it hurts more. You need to be those guys that kind of brings that intimidation. And with that, I think that brings an element to the game that we've been missing. So this is the time. This New England Patriots game is a big game for us. This is a game
Yeah.
to show the world, to show ourselves that we can beat a premier team in this league. And at one point, the Patriots were the number one team in the NFL. So if they can go out and get this win, and then the Detroit Lions can handle business versus the Steelers, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, real good shape. Real good shape. And even still, it just comes down to winning. We have three. If that's truly what you want to be, you want to be that team that everybody fears again. You had 3 games to do it going into the playoffs.
Right.
Because I tell you what, you handle business against the Patriots, then the Packers on the road, and then come back home or go to Pittsburgh and smack around the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to be a little nervous playing you in the playoffs,
Facts.
right? You have a shutout game against the Bengals. You beat down the Patriots, you beat down the Packers, and then you knock out the Steelers in Pittsburgh. Any team that we face in the playoffs, I'm like, man, I don't know.
Facts.
They look a little violent now. Before they look a little soft. Now they look angry. I don't know about that game, right?
Yeah.
So you with 3 games left, you have an opportunity to be that type of team that you're talking about.
Facts. And with the advent of the return of Darius Washington in the secondary, who brings a little bit more experience than Malachi Starks and Tavius Robinson, who just came back in and just did his thing in the first quarter. Like, that brings that fact, because he was one of our better pass rushers early on in the season. So defensively, we need them to carry this team. Offensively, we still have the struggles, especially with the guard position in his offensive line play, Todd Monken and his play calling. The defense, for all that has been allocated to them, need to step it up even more, a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Good morning, Javier. Salute. Thanks for coming through.
Appreciate you, Tony.
Tony, salute. Tony. He's Amani says Hart's messed up at the beginning of the season by saying it's not Super Bowl or bust. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, that's because he didn't want to say, well, my job should be on the line.
Right.
That's he that was him saying, don't critique me no matter what happens. Don't critique me. Quan says we should have run heavy formations with Emory Jones as extra blocker. Yeah, Emory Jones needs to be out there.
Facts. Even if to get experience for next season, or if something happens in the postseason when we make it, if somebody goes down, now he's just not thrown into the fire. Like, I don't understand why these coaches don't have these kids prepared just in case something happens. We saw Sunday, a lot of dudes are going down, and we need that next man up mentality. So get him in there, see what he can provide, because even as a rookie who didn't get much going on during the offseason, he can't be worse than what we have right now.
Yeah, yeah. JR15, good morning. Good morning. Salute. Thanks for coming through. Hawk TV, good morning. Dirty boy.
Matt Friedman, what up? Good morning. Listen, 4 more sleeps. 4 more sleeps until we are the only game in town on TV Sunday night.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, man. You know, when our backs are against the wall. And another good sign for us is when our backs are against the wall, especially Harbaugh is backs against the wall. That's when he typically gets the most out of his team. All right.
Facts.
All right. Next story. We got let's stop the show here. I like the look at this.
Thanks.
Hey, appreciate you, JR. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that super chat. Says good morning. Thoughts on how the game will go Sunday night. So Brodney predicted that the Patriots win this, but he expects the Ravens to still make the playoffs, and we beat them down in the playoffs. I think we go out there and handle business on Sunday. I just think the way that our mentality against this team, that I think they're a little fraudulent. You know, it'll be a little sloppy early on, but I think we pull away at the end. I think we get the win.
It's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah,
I think we eke one out only because Mike Vrabel has coached circles around John Harbaugh, and they have Travion Henderson in that backfield. We're a little suspect versus the run, but I do think that this defense will step it up until the offense finds its form, and it's going to be cold out there. And we have a running game of our own if we remember to pack it Sunday night. So I think it's going to be a close game. It should be a good game, but the Ravens should pull this one out.
Yep. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Both Steelers and Ravens have tough games this week. Yeah, they do. That's the thing, man. You know, that's what we're saying from weeks ago, week to week, because I mean, the Steelers are we're keeping pace with them. They're keeping pace with us. So it's going to come down to that last week. So just go out there week to week and just handle your business, and we can make it. All right.
Good morning, Devin.
Good morning. Good morning. Next thing we got to discuss here. Travis Jones. No, see, it did it again. Let me remove this. I don't know why it does that.
His StreamYard.
It's StreamYard. I'm gonna kick this out right now. Travis Jones got paid, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the breakdown of the contract because I don't think anybody really broke it down. This is from Spotrac, by the way. I had to cut that off at the top. I could get it all on the screenshot. But he signed a 3-year, $40.5 million contract extension that includes $16.7 million guaranteed at signing, $9 million more next March, and 2.5 years, $31 million practical. Here are the cap hits. 2025 this year is 5.4. Next year, 5.5. It jumps up in 2027 to 16.3, and in 2028, 16.8. So this year, obviously it wasn't going to be a major cap hit. Next year, nothing major either. So that's a good sign. It's all lining up because they got Travis Jones extended, which was that's big. He could have made a lot more, I think, on the open market, but there's something going on with his free agency eligibility as well. It was something similar to Rashad Bateman.
Correct.
And he was going to he appealed that with the NFLPA, and before they made a decision, the Ravens like, look, how about we just pay you?
Thanks.
That was a smart move by the organization, and good for Travis Jones for getting some money. And he can make another huge bag on his next deal. So it's a good short-term solution for both teams. And and that's somebody that they can lock up and not going to eat up our cap room next year while they're trying to get Lamar's deal done to open up some cap room. They can put themselves in a position to sign the players that they need and bring in some more help.
Yeah, well, even without the Lamar extension, the projected cap is supposed to be $40 million. Yeah. So that's a large chunk of change for the Ravens to get something done. That's enough money for the Ravens to go out there and sign 2 experienced guards, 2 of them, experienced veterans, not 6-round rookies. So they have the money to get things done. I hope and pray that no matter what happens this season, Eric DeCosta turns things around and prioritizes these lines, because that has been the downfall of this season so far. Even though he said the line's supposed to be good, I hope his hopes aren't now, I was off by a year, they're going to be good next year. No, don't do that. Don't extend, don't re-sign Falele. Don't hope that Andrew Voorhees is going to get any better, because he's not.
Facts. Good morning. The Stutterman says, good morning, gents. I believe our toughest game will be against the Packers.
Facts.
Then, I agree. Yeah. Then we lock down our playoff spot against the Steelers. I agree, 100%. JR says, not a huge fan of the signing, but if Nnamdi is done, I understand. But we need more on the defensive line. Even I would say even if Nnamdi is healthy,
right?
We still. I'm not saying it has to be Travis Jones, but we have to start solidifying that D line. Same thing with the O line. It's not as bad as the O line, but we got to make sure that we got some guys up front there. All right.
Can't keep resigning Brent Urban. Can't keep resigning Brent Urban and hoping he's gonna make a difference.
Brett Urban is that guy at work, man. When like if you're a supervisor and you need guys to pick up shifts, Brett Urban always going to answer his phone.
Got some call out. We got some call outs. Hey, think you come in tonight? Good. We are, y'all.
I got you, boss. I got you. You love him as an employee. He's always showing up.
Right.
All right. Moving along, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Appreciate y'all. It's over 80 people in here. If you're new in here, hit that subscribe button. Lunch break hot take on my side. Rogue Pod on Hendo's side. So hit the subscribe button and the like button. Then go to the other channel. Do the same. Appreciate y'all.
We try to get lunch break hot take to 3K.
Yeah. Hey, it's moving along. It's moving along. It's moving fast. I really appreciate y'all support, man. That's really dope. That's really dope. And we got another super chat. Let me read that real quick. Salute to A Light 999 says, How can you explain this guard situation and Harbaugh not making a change? Coaching malpractice. He's still here because of Lamar. Facts.
Facts.
All facts. I mean, that's what it is. It is coaching malpractice because I think that is him just being stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
I think he understands that they're playing terrible, right? And that there are better options out there that he could explore. And he doesn't have a real reason other than, oh well, I'm not seeing it from those guys, or they may not play with the same consistency. The guys that we have now aren't playing with consistency. I was
Right.
watching Coach Evans' breakdown of Andrew Voorhees, and if you guys have not watched any of Coach Evans' game film breakdowns, you need to watch them,
Mm-hmm.
and you will see clear as day Voorhees is the worst out of the two.
I've been
It's
telling y'all.
like I already knew that,
Right.
right? But it is so obvious when you put on the tape that he is worse than Falele. That is so scary. Yo, and the coach was so frustrated he could barely get through watching the tape. He was just like, "Yo, this man fell down again."
Right. It's crazy to me. And the only way you can explain this situation is, and it's not just the guard situation with the Ravens. I blame Jose personally because because people like Jose, he's a very mean individual. People like Jose loves to tell you about 2012, how the players led that insurrection and took the Ravens to a Super Bowl. It was the leaders, that leadership on the team, and John Harbaugh wants to win his way. In spite of what's happening around him, it's all ego. He wants to do it his way with his players. So if the Ravens win a Super Bowl, he can say, see, look, it wasn't them, it was me. I'm a great head coach. And also, they've been grooming one of these players since he was 16 years old. That nepotism,
Yep.
those family ties, that zagging instead of zigging. He prioritizes his way, his motto over winning. This whole organization isn't like, I don't care how much of a Ravens fan you are. The Ravens don't care about winning Super Bowls. They really don't, because they could have made so many moves in Lamar's 8 years to get us over that hump. Once we
Thanks.
realized in 2019 that Lamar was that dude, we hoped that he would be. But in 2019, he solidified, yo, we got something here. And ever since then, this offensive line has gotten progressively worse. They haven't really brought in too many upgrades. They brought in Zeitler, Morgan, Moses. But to the capacity of quarterback that we have, they have not upgraded this offense anywhere near that any other team has. So don't believe this team wants to win a Super Bowl. They talk the good talk. And then Harbaugh says, man, y'all stupid for thinking it's Super Bowl or bust. Every team thinks that. Even the New York Giants think that it's Super Bowl or bust, even though they're nowhere near close to winning one. We just say that to scapegoat it when he knows that he's not going to do his job. So to me, it's all about ego and him doing it the way that he wants to.
100%. And EDC guy gets some of the smoke too,
Oh,
because
no doubt.
he messing around with players, drafting players that he know Harbaugh can't develop, the coaching staff can't develop, and not only that, like he's not even moving up for like the real talent in the draft. Like he's looking for projects, and then not giving those projects enough time. Like once they spend the 4 or 5 years developing, then you don't want to pay them. You want to move them to another team.
And it's all over.
And point in case here.
Yeah.
See here. Hold on, let me move this. It did it again.
Yeah,
Point in
yeah.
case right there. Right. Odafe Oweh has unlocked the Chargers pass rush. Pressure rate this season with Oweh, Khalil Mack, and Tuli Pulotu. I think I said it right. All on the field, 55%, which is above the league average. I think the league average is around 36%.
Mm-hmm.
Quote, this team has afforded me the opportunity to just be free, be me, always said, on Oweh being a lethal trio. Yeah. So he is thriving. That right now. He is thriving in LA. And this is it right here. This is it. Let's see. Since the trade and Mack's return, Khalil Mack, coordinator Jesse Minter has gotten all 3 edge rushers on the field in passing situations. Tuipulotu has rushed from the interior most of the looks. Okay. Chargers have produced a 55% pressure rate when Mac Owe and Tui Polutu have been on the field together this season, according
Right.
to True Media. For reference, the league average pressure rate is 36.3%. Yeah, there you go. And the leading pressure defense is the Vikings at 44.5%. The Chargers have 12 sacks, including 4 strip sacks, when Mac Owe and Tui Polutu have been on the field together, according to True Media.
Right.
They have been on together. They have been on the field together for 61 snaps this season.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about getting hot at the right time?
I
You
mean,
know,
you think about it. What does Owe have? 8 sacks? Because I think he got 2 versus
I think it's that. Oh, did you get
7.
two? It might be 8. It
It
might
might
be
be
8.
7. He had 7 or 8 sacks. Think about that. First 5 games with the Ravens, 0 sacks, none. Then he goes there, immediately gets a sack game 1, and is on a tear. So that goes to show you that even with these projects, we can't develop these guys. We don't know what to do with them. So why draft projects? Why not trade up to get those blue chip guys that can actually play? We need guys that are ready made because this coaching staff just can't seem to get it done. Then once you once you said we do this process of we draft guys, hope that they can play. Then when they finally develop in year 4, we let them move on because they price themselves out of Baltimore. Then we have to repeat this process all over again. All the while, Lamar has to carry this team on his back and has to start over. It's like we're semi rebuilding, semi in championship mode. Like we need to pick a struggle and move on with that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like when we drafted him, we knew he was going to be a project. We knew that he
Right.
just had a lot of raw talent. And me and B said at the time, I need to go back and find the clip. That's what we were doing our draft thing. We
Right.
said at the time, fans are going to be mad that he's not this player that we imagine him to be right out the gate. And by the time he turns into a solid player, it'll be us saying, yeah, always fine. And y'all saying, no, get rid of him. He's a bum.
Facts.
Right. And that's pretty much how it played out because we didn't agree with the Ravens trading Owe. You want some young edge rushers, some solid edge rushers. He's a solid edge rusher. Right. If you want Michael Parsons, you should have traded for Michael Parsons.
Facts.
You can't. Michael Parsons, like EDC be lying to y'all.
Man, facts.
Michael Parsons is never going to fall to us in the draft.
Facts.
Right? That's like winning the lottery. It can happen in theory. That's not a winning strategy to get some financial freedom by playing the lottery. All right, the winning strategy is to plan for it. It is the same thing in the NFL. If you want a player like that, you have to move up in the draft to get him, or you have to trade and give up some assets to get him. But just saying, oh, we're picking 28th. Can't believe this player fell to us. We had him as a top rated edge rusher, right?
Right.
All right. Well, then go out there and show it.
Yeah. And the irony of it all is, I think that was the start of the downfall of this Ravens team with the Owe pick, and not Owe himself, but essentially we traded away our best offensive lineman and a second round pick, a high second round pick, to get a project at pass rush and did nothing for this offensive line. And it continued on, and Owe didn't do what a lot of people expected him to do, especially with some of the goings on around the building with these coaches, especially when some of them left. And then you just let them go for nothing. Even though we were struggling to get sacks this season, you let one of our best potential pass rushers go. You brought in Draymond Jones, who's been good, but imagine both of them together.
Yeah. Facts. Who we got? Queendom come. Thanks for coming through. Says front office doesn't care about us and the bar fans, even though the things we see as non-professionals is literally common sense. Yes, 100%. 100%. They don't like being told what they should do. What's up, SV Cam? Good morning. All right, last thing. Okay, God loves you. All right, man. He said goes Bills. All right, hey, we welcome the trolling, but when things don't go your way,
facts, don't disappear.
Just don't disappear. Just come back. All right, one last thing. We gotta get up out of here. Appreciate y'all coming through. Hit that like button if you're new in here. Like God loves you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button on both channels. Lunch Break, Hot Take, and the Road Pod. Where is it? This is for my brother Rodney. Okay. The NFL privately admitted to the Panthers that the replay review erroneously reversed an on-field ruling of a fourth quarter catch by wide receiver Ted McMillan. And I saw that play and I talked about that on Sunday, right? Now, this play didn't necessarily lose them the game, right? Because they still picked up the first down. But it took a little time off the clock. And
Right.
it was a catch. The catch was Ted caught the ball with two hands. He goes to the ground. The ball does touch the ground. Tetaroa lifts his he takes his one hand off of it, right, while it's still on the ground, and he picks up the ball with one hand. Now, people will say, "Hey, use the ball, the ground to catch the ball," right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the rule.
Facts.
The rule is the ball's allowed to hit the ground if you have control of the ball, right? And how they determine if you have control of the ball when it hits the ground is, does the ball move in your hands? The ball did not move at all. Even when he let one hand up, and I thought it was great control, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he lifted it didn't move at all. It stayed in his right hand, the same position the whole time through the whole motion of it. He lifted it up off the ground. That's supposed to be a catch. You could say he probably used the ground to catch it, but like there's nothing on the tape that says he used the ground to catch it. The ball didn't move. So they overturned it, and their one guy, their guest judge was trying to say, yeah, it's clear evidence. I said, that's not clear evidence. What are you talking about?
Facts.
So even experts, when we talk about experts, like, believe in what you see. Those so-called experts, they get it wrong sometimes too. And I told you, I said, no, that was wrong. That should not have been overturned. And the league had to go back and be like, yeah, my bad.
Right. Yeah. I mean, listen, I think the competition committee after the season, they're going to have to sit down and do a lot of things. And we're going to have to go through another year of what constitutes a catch. Like, this is ridiculous. Back in the day, if you caught the ball, you caught the ball. Now it's you got to survive the ground. You got to make a football move. You got to do this and do that. Let's just play football. Stop with the mea culpas and the my bads. The game's over now. You know what I'm saying? Some teams lost. Yeah. We lost on a horrible call. It doesn't if we miss the playoffs, that may be the one call that stopped us from getting in the play, even though it doesn't come down to just one call, one play. But that could have been something that derails this team's season. And my bad just ain't going to cut it. So NFL, get it together. Y'all are a multi-billion-dollar business. We should not be sitting here going into the year of our Lord 2026 talking about, we don't really know what a catch is right now.
Yeah. Point says, hey, Jose, my bad ain't good enough after the L and fans' money spent.
Yeah. Facts. Yep.
God's favorite saying the same thing. I hate these are bad after the game statements from the NFL. Do we get these points back? Do we get the W now? Take your apology and shove it. I feel you. I feel you. All right. We getting out of here. That's right on time. I gotta hit this road. Be back here tonight on Lunch Break Hot Take channel. Me and Brodney will be doing the LBHT show. Stay locked in over on Hendo's channel. He's gonna put out some hot fire here pretty soon. All right. And that is it for the week. We do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah.
Part-time refs.
It's part-time refs. And I there could be another work stoppage here soon because they're working on the new negotiation. And you saw what happens when you brought the scabs in. That was even worse. So hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe. Check out. You got a website too. You still have that up?
Yeah, that website's still there.
Man, plug your website, man.
I don't even remember what it is. It's been so long. I don't remember. I'm working on another one now. I'm working on something else.
Okay. All right. Well, lbhtshow.com. We got that one active. And you can sign up for the newsletter on our website, and that newsletter will tell you everything you need to know about our circle here. Right? If you subscribe to the newsletter, you'll be up to date on Hendo's content, Coach Evans' content, other content creators, from Ravens and Panthers as well, right? And just some sports news. It's a quick read, but it's to keep you guys informed on what's going on. So and it's free. So sign up. All right, we are out of here. Have a great day. We will see you later.
Peace.
Peace.